of the things that characterized my full-time mission in Korea was the Spirit was with me all day, every day. Then I was released, came home, finished school, and I had a position in our bishopric. And I was just working as hard as I could to magnify that calling. And I was studying the scriptures, praying deeply every day. But for reasons that I couldn't understand, I was actually feeling the Spirit less and less in my life. And I didn't know why. And so I just doubled down, studied the scriptures more deeply, prayed harder, tried to magnify my calling even more, but it didn't seem to reverse what I felt is the Spirit just wasn't with me in the same way as it had in the past. And then through a series of experiences, I had an opportunity to move to Washington. And all of a sudden, my neighbors were new neighbors. When I took the bus in the morning, I was sitting with people I didn't know. And I just had a lot more opportunities as I met more people to raise up this notion that I'm a Mormon and you know much about our church. And little by little, the Spirit returned to my life. And I realized subsequently that what had been happening to me as I served in the church is my responsibilities were somewhat predictable and administrative in character. And those callings I could magnify just with my own mind and my own heart. But when I started to share the gospel, the reason why the Spirit returned is that I couldn't be successful if I didn't have the Spirit with me. And in my mind's eye, the image that I had was just imagine you're a general of an army, and you're in a mortal combat with Satan in the war over the souls of the children of God. And if you have a limited number of weapons, you'll give the best weapons to the soldiers who are right on the frontier, engaging with the enemy. And the soldiers who are behind the lines, making soup and categorizing inventory, they don't need to have the weapons because they're not engaged in the enemy. And I realized what had happened to me was when I started to share the gospel, it was as if I were right on the front line. And there's no way that I could succeed if I didn't have the Spirit. And that just brought all of the happiness back into my life because I needed to have the Spirit with me every day.